I used to avoid slice of life kind of shows. I met with little to no action and a bunch of dialogue. But now that I'm an old man who watches pretty girls take baths, I say it was about time to give Abigail's slime for 300 years a try.
I don't have to wear clothes when I'm in dragon form, so I'm not used to having the confining things on. Okay.
First of all, the title is way too long and uninteresting. You get bored just by reading it. Like, what happened to Japan? Since 2017, so many damn shows have unnecessarily complicated long titles. Even my favorite harem genre is suffering from the same phenomenon. The good old teenager days were a lot more simple. I have shows like High School DxD or Testament of Sister and the Devil to watch. Simple titles and straight to the point. High School and Double D Girls. You don't need a whole sentence to explain how awesome and hot the anime will be.
Well, you can repay me by putting your clothes on.
There! So we're good now, right?
Now we have a lot of exposition in the title, as if it tries too hard to make you buy his obscure manga. Well, as long as you have three blonde, beautiful girls on the cover, I'll gladly waste my money and time on whatever some weird Japanese introvert is fantasizing about.
Greetings, honored guests. So pleased to meet you. I am Vania, the Leviathan.
You need to get dressed and then introduce yourself.
Sorry.
Now I like all girls shows where most, if not all main characters are hot young anime ladies with big boobies and beautiful slim hips and fixed eyes. Shows like Keijo, Queen's Blade, Strike Witches, Senra Kagura, Harukana Receive, and many more others are anime I fairly enjoy. I like staring at girls' booties and boobs, so yeah, why not have all characters be hot females? And if you want romance, just make them lesbians and have them naked taking baths together.
I was a bit nervous about going to the land of demons, but now I'm not scared anymore. I'm starting to feel a lot less afraid too.
As you can see, I'm a man of culture, and anime is the perfect place for someone with refined taste like me. The premise of this anime is that some random Japanese woman has overworked herself and died in her 30s. Well, that kinda sucks, considering she was a virgin as well, so no naughty stuff between her legs, which is something I would most definitely regret. Why waste such a beautiful life and not enjoy your youth? Anyhow, for her bravery and commitment, Azusa, or a blonde bimbo, main character, is rewarded with a new eternal life in a video game reality.
Wait, is this me? Wow, I really do look 17! And I'm super cute too! And these great clothes?
This is again an isekai anime, just like Mecha was giving the fantasy of being a huge adult to little insecure boys. So does isekai give older millennials a sense of hope and the possibility of a second chance to be young and pretty, consider their failed lives and otherwise boring existence.
All my life I've lived only for my career. No love, no fun, no anything else.
What I like about Azusa is how she only wants to chill and relax. She might have worked herself to death for 20 years, but she's wasted time in sunbase for 3 centuries. Naked sunbathing. Because you have to take all your clothes off to sunbase. We'll get to fan service in a moment. As of now, Azusa is enjoying a good, peaceful, careless life. She even gets a free house at the beginning of her life, as she is stuck as a 70-year-old girl for as long as she wants to live. Well, that is the perfect age to be as a girl. You have the best your body and face has to offer. What's inside the head does not really matter. It's all about the slim figure, the succulent fat on the hips.
Oh, I'm sorry. This outfit seems to be a bit tight on me. Yeah, I think so.
This is to say Azusa is a pretty girl, worthy of being the protagonist. She also becomes a witch, and she is somewhat respected and feared by the villagers, which is good. Last thing she wants is some old priest starting a riot against her.
Thank you for the vision before my eyes.
Do you always get this much attention? Oh?
Maria the Virgin Witch kinda had this premise, but it's way more brutal medieval anime. Here we have some fantasy reality with a slob millennial turned Aphrodite in a world where she's all apart. Man, girls gotta love this show as well. It's a wet dream of a nameless employer. As I was saying, Azusa has been killing slimes for 300 years, and she has maxed out her level, which is the whole title of the show, and the main idea behind the story.
Is this another kind of money, maybe?
Like calling Bleach handsome male underwear model, become a spirit detective with a big sword. Now that's not to say it out loud. I think Bleach is a way better title for that particular story. Anyhow, life was good for Azusa. She killed the easiest enemy and lived alone in a hut with no problems or worries.
Yup, with just minimal labor. And an easy day-to-day. I live a life of leisure.
I like this girl. This is what heavens looks like. While Valhalla is a place for warriors to keep on fighting, the slow millennials go to no worries paradise, where they can just wait their time, be thin and beautiful. Man, this anime understands me. Not only does it have hot girls, but it also exposes their pure white skin to the camera.
Me? Teach you?
Yes, precisely. Battling with you yesterday made me realize just how much I still have to learn.
Speaking of which, our main character finally ended up measuring her skill level, and it turns out she has become famous throughout the land as an unstoppable wise witch. All of a sudden, her peaceful, quiet life has changed into an adventure filled with challenges and various warriors seeking glory from her.
All right, boars. If you're fine with being naked, then the Great Flat Tort will fight naked as well.
Out of all her encounters, a dragon seemed to be her most fierce opponent. Azusa defeats it easily, and then settled for payment. I really like how cheerful and relaxed Azusa is most of the time. She's nice and clueless, with those big mole eyes, an innocent look on her face. If I could only get her tied up in a dungeon. Oh, speaking of dungeons, it turns out the dragon is in fact a beautiful young lady. Her name is Laika. Ever since their duel, she's become Azusa's #1 fan and follower.
Yes, I am Azusa. Just what do you adventurers want with me?
We would like to test our skills against you.
Laika is basically her weird lesbian wife. Yeah, the relationship is presented as master and follower. But she does build a house for her, and does the chores, as well as cooking her meals. Yeah, Laika is her girlfriend/wife. What I like about the dragon girl is her good girl appeal and naivety alongside with her horns.
That's absolutely a hard no, okay?
Okay, but what did I do that was wrong?
I love women with horns. It just makes the girl so much more interesting, knowing they are demons and evil in nature. The best example I can give you is Zero Two from Darling the Frantic Six. Not only is she the hottest wife of the last decade, but she's usually naked with her beautiful long straight hair, and devil horns and vampire carnivore fangs. She has such a seductive voice and exposures a naughty and indecent behavior. The danger factor can most definitely increase the appeal of a hot beautiful girl. Even Asuka from New Genesis Evangelion has some pointy things on her head to make her seem like she has horns. I love it. It fits her personality. Not to mention Ryuko Matoi, the half-naked female fighter with a scissor. Her combat uniform also equips her with horns-like ornaments. They take away the fabric from her thighs, bellies, and chest, but the shoulders and the neck are covered. Just like a rolled-up t-shirt over the breast with a mouth emblem on it, if you get my reference. As I was saying, Demon Girl with a pretty face and horns can come over anytime and become my girlfriend. But the very main stopping for Azusa, I also get some evolved version of a slime who end up becoming her adoptive children, Falca and Shalsa.
Mama, look, it's me and I'm back! Falfa! I'm so glad! Yeah, it was all thanks to Beelzebub!
As the Germanic names of our family members, man, this is obviously medieval Germany. I haven't seen so much blonde white people since Fullmetal Alchemist. For some reason, Falca is kind of strong and gives Azusa around for her money. Weird. How can she be a threat? They kind of screw up the power levels, but don't worry, just like every companion RPG, once they join your squad, they lose their immense power. Except for Beelzebub, because she kind of becomes stronger after the fight with the Makata.
You just saved Mount Roko and the Red Dragons from all-out catastrophe! Thank you!
Get off me! I didn't want to save anything!
Next cat on the list is Delta from Heaven's Last Property Forte, Halkara. Well, they are basically the same identity catas. Both Delta and Halkara are blonde dumb bimbos who are clumsy, loud, with huge breasts. Halkara has the milkshakes to bring the villagers to the yard.
And these, they're super heavy.
That's what you noticed first?
Even Danma is starting to show more fan service than before. We get to see her slap clothing, out of clumsy and hot. We're shaking her ass and other beautiful parts of her body.
I
Also, we get the first real Yuri scene, when Azusa and Hakara enjoy a picnic. A big-breasted bimbo gets aroused from some mushrooms and starts to get lusty, funny ideas from her companion. Sadly, Azusa is too sharp not to allow herself to be molested, and no real fan service happens.
Please! Come on, I'm on fire right now! Take an ice bath! Don't be nervous!
Also have Beelzebub, who is some sort of a demon lord. Sadly, she is dark skinned, but she has white hair and some awesome horns, which make up for it.
I will assume that I need an introduction.
She's hot as well and kinda simplistic and naive. Her story is tied with Falcara, as our blonde elf has made some sort of energy drink, which made the Lord of the Flies rather happy. I like all these widows. We have a bunch of colorful female characters who spend time together and engage in all sorts of activities. Some quest-related and many more for recreational purposes. Just show me the girls taking a bath and I'll be satisfied. Oh yeah. I give Abin Kenneth's time for 300 years, an encouraging 7.3 out of 10. It is an entertaining show if you like slice of life genre and anime girls in general.